What's up everyone, it's Ojh&x and we're back at it again, and it is the Siege of Stormwind this week. So I'm going to talk to you very briefly about the tactics and some of the things that I know for the first three bosses. Then we're going to look at my run getting straight into it. So the first boss then is going to be General Marcus. A lot of physical damage in this encounter, so you're going to want to take some armoured minis with you. Something like the Footmen do really well. Also, if you can take some splash damage units with you, Wellpegs will do well in this one. Things like Pyromancer as well are just going to do a really good job. And if you want just for some direct boss damage, take a spell, Deep Breath if you've got it, or Execute or Blizzard or something like that, just so you can get some direct damage onto the boss himself. Now, the General Marcus on the phase change is going to just basically do one thing. This is what the fight kind of revolves around, is that he is going to charge down the middle of the map, or down the middle of the arena. He's going to kill all of the minis that are within that, and then he is going to take back control of the front or the highest two siege towers, or the closest two siege towers to him. He's also going to spawn a couple more footmen from the left and the right, which is going to be a mixture of the crossbow footmen and the ordinary footmen. So here's Marcus's mechanic then. So no matter where he is, when he goes for the phase change, he's going to go back to his starting point. He's going to charge down the middle, kill all of the minis within there, and then take the left and the right siege tower. And then, as you can see at the top left and top right of the screen, a couple more footmen are going to spawn, and you're just going to have to deal with that twice. It's exactly the same thing on both of the phase changes, so just make sure that you're keeping some gold in hand when you can see that you're getting close to a phase change, because you will retain control of that central siege tower, so it should be pretty quick and pretty straightforward for you to take back control of that. The second boss then is Innkeeper Allison, and the things that you need to know about this fight is that there will be fire elementals that spawn from the fireplace on the right side of the map. At the phase change, there will be barrels that come down from the left and right side of the map, which will reclaim the siege towers if you've taken them. If you've not taken them, those barrels will continue and roll around to your base through damage on your base. When those barrels do connect, then they will take out ground minis and flying minis, so a full flying mini composition isn't going to help you just fly over the top of the barrels on this one. In the final phase as well, there will be murlocs and chickens spawning from the left fireplace. So splash damage is going to be another good one for you on this. Some sort of tanky units as well. A way for you to deal with the fire elementals, be that something maybe like harpies, or I like to take the banshee just to deal with those, and then you don't need to worry about that, and you can get some counter push with them as well. And then I also like unbounds on this one as well. But if you play this well, then you should find some openings once you've dealt with a phase change, you've dealt with a little bit of the chaos, to get yourself to Innkeeper Allison. So here's one of the barrels coming on the phase change. We currently own that siege tower, and that barrel comes in, smashes into that, bananas flying everywhere, which are going to level up the enemies minis that touch that, and killed absolutely everything that was around that. There's another barrel coming down on the left now, because the AI owns that siege tower. It's going to roll past, it's going to kill my Sylvanas and our Grommash, and roll around and do damage to our base. Highlord Bolvar then, the third and final boss in the Siege of Stormwind, standing between you completing the siege and that wildcard slot. So the things to know about this fight then, again, it's going to revolve mostly around physical damage, and there's quite a few squad minis in this one, so certainly splash damage and armoured minis will be good for you. On this one, I have taken advantage of Sneed with the Sneed before greed talent, Itchy, and then that way there is a gold chest which you've got really quick and easy access to, and that will give double gold to you and your partner, as well as if obviously you're using a siege mini. On this particular run that I'm going to show you, I'm using sappers, and there'll be gold for that as well, and that means that during the phase change you'll be able to take back those towers really quickly. So in the phase change, I think there are 5 siege towers on the map, and during the phase change, Highlord Bolvar is going to cast a blanket area of consecration, which is going to kill all minis and reclaim all of the siege towers. So this is going to be a rinse and repeat of you basically controlling the siege towers, damaging Highlord Bolvar, then everything gets wiped and things kind of reset. All those towers start regenerating back to be AI controlled, and then you need to reclaim the siege towers and rinse and repeat from there. So on this one, splash minis are going to be really, really good. Things like Pyromancer, I've had good success with Chimera as well. Fast minis so that you can get back to controlling the tower. So maybe something like Prowler or Quillbore in there as well with the poison talent is going to be really, really good for this one. Highlord Bolvar, plant a flag as well. That could be a red flag, it could be a blue flag, or I think the other one is a green flag. Red giving the AI Bloodlust, blue giving the kind of freeze sort of effect, green seemingly giving some sort of like I don't know if it's lifesteal or some sort of kind of like superpower or something like that, but that is the Bolvar fight. Just a quick look at the intermission change. Okay, so the phase change is about to happen, and as you can see, everything has been killed and the towers have been taken. But the consecration effect and that damaging effect does last for a little bit longer. So if you are a little bit too keen to try and retake them towers, as we were, then those minis will die. Anyway, that's enough about that. That's enough about the tactics. This is how me and my guildmate did it. General Marcus up first then. So I'm using Tyrion because Tyrion is just absolutely solid. We've also got Pyromancer in there for the splash damage, as well as the Batrider, and obviously we've got the Footman in there. So I'm going to concentrate on going right. My guildmate is playing Emperor Thurasan, which is good. We've got a Deep Breath in there, which is coming extremely useful to clear out that middle set. If you've not got a Deep Breath, substitute in a Blizzard if you need to quickly clear that central, those central footmen with their crossbows or whatever they're doing. And then all this is about really is taking this central central siege tower, clearing out that middle pod of footmen, and then as I said in the intro, you're going to keep on taking the left and right siege tower. As you can see us trying to take control of them there. We've got a whole lot of stuff going round to the right. You're going to spend a lot of time, well, you're going to spend your time winning that siege tower, damaging General Marcus. He's going to do his intermission thing where he charges up and down, reclaims both of them, but because you've got that central meeting stone, you've got quick access to be able to reclaim them before they regenerate, and just go through that. So we've got all sorts going on here. We've got a massive push, and I've got 9 gold, and I don't want to commit any more to this because I know that we're going to phase change in a minute, so I'm better off just playing, not committing any more to it, any more to that push already, because it's just going to die. So General Marcus has done his phase change there. He's killed everything that was there. The left and right siege tower have been taken back by the AI, and now we just need to go and reclaim them, hopefully before they regenerate. So we've definitely got to the one on the right, and we've got to the one on the left. So this is just about a little bit of forward planning. Don't commit too many minis. Don't commit too many minis to be attacking General Marcus if he's about to change phases, because they're just going to die. You can save your gold for the next one. So again, I've got 8 gold in hand now, but we've got loads going on, and it's not too far before General Marcus is going to phase again. So I may as well set things up for the reclaim, essentially. So there we are, we phased him again. He's charged down the middle. He's killed everything that was in his path. That Thurasan on the left has stayed alive. He's spawned now the additional footmen and some of the crossbow footmen, etc. But we've got a big old push coming to help reclaim all of this on the left and the right. We're a little bit slow to the one on the right, so we did just about regenerate back to being AI controlled, but with the amount of minis that we've got down here, we're going to be able to get this sorted. Again, a Deep Breath coming in. You've just got that instant damage there, or you can use it on the boss. Like I say, Blizzard will be a decent substitute if you don't have it. And then from this point, really, you know, without going absolutely mad, you can just pretty much just spam all your minis from the left and from the right side. You get plenty of damage on General Marcus, and that is going to be the end of the general. Let's have a look at Innkeeper Allison. Innkeeper Allison, here we go. Let's have a look at this one. So like I say, it can get a little bit busy at times. I've gone for Sylvanas for the splash damage, also trying to just, you know, mix it up a little bit by not using sort of like meta compositions or whatever. But if we can take the siege tower on the left and the right, then that's going to give us some access to that gold chest, which will be nice eventually. We are desperately trying to compete with that. I've not played anything yet, and my guildmate has taken his tower on the left, so nice one. I'm going to make this steady push now. I've just built up my gold reserve, so I was just getting towards 10 for a bigger push, and what I was hoping was that the Necromancer was going to tank for my Witch Doctor. But fortunately, Witch Doctor's still alive, and that's both the left and the right siege tower taken, which puts us in a really good spot. So there'll be some fire elementals that spawn from the right hand side. Again, more footmen in this, so if you've got splash minis, and there's one of those barrels that comes down from the right hand side, reclaims the siege tower, and then we've got the fire elementals that are coming down, and this is where I like Pyromancer, because Pyromancer can come in, turn that round for us, and then we can be able to quickly reclaim the siege towers. And as you can see already, that without really doing too much, we've already phased Innkeeper Allison, and then when she does phase, I think she smashes a vial or a bottle or something like that, and that's going to kill all of the minis that are around her. Another barrel coming down, which is going to reclaim that tower, siege tower on the right. Another Banshee coming down. We'll go double fire elemental over there, so that right side will take care of itself pretty much. We phased Innkeeper Allison again. This is just kind of just happening sort of like naturally almost, or just by like accidentally, I suppose. Or my guildmate is carrying me, possibly that actually. So a barrel's come down on the left hand side. We've got the chickens and the murlocs coming out from the left. They touch the bananas, they level up. Another barrel coming down the left hand side, which crashes into that left siege tower, which I'm not sure why, because it was already AI owned. But anyway, the one after that rolled straight past, killed Grommash, killed Sylvanas, and rolled straight into our core. And this is where, if you've got unbounds or spells or whatever, that you can finish off Innkeeper Allison pretty quickly with things like Pyromancer, with things like Wellpegs, Quillbore, Execute, Blizzard, Deep Breath, any of those sort of things that you can just throw directly onto her. So again, at this stage, I mean, we could go in a bit of a back and forth with just trying to keep on winning the siege tower on the right, but it's probably not that important at this stage. I mean, obviously you don't want to lose both of the siege towers, but it's probably not massively important to kind of spend a load of time just trying to win that siege tower on the right. Although you can if you want to. So we're going to go for some well pegs on the boss, take out that fire hammer, hopefully. Well pegs, not what they used to be. But again, we've got a big old push coming in on the right. Got Sylvanas there. We've got a fire elemental tanking, and that is going to be the end of Innkeeper Allison, I would suspect, especially with a Witch Doctor and a Griffin Rider coming in to support. Yep, that is how we get rid of Innkeeper Allison. Final boss, Highlord Bolvar. Again, manage the transitions, like seriously. So I think that Sneed is really good on this. 2 gold for me, 2 gold for you, another 2 for me, another 2 for you. That's that. And then we've got the sappers coming in. The only thing, I say the only thing, I totally messed this up because it's Dragon Towers that your sappers are going to just get absolutely thrashed. So I did try to play a Quillbore to distract. It came down far too late, which I tend to do all of the time. But with the size of the push we had going on, we got that done anyway. Chimera's doing a good job down the middle, spitting poison all over everything down there. Wellpeg's going to take out them footmen. And then pretty quickly, within what we're going for, 40 seconds, 45 seconds, we've taken all 3 of the siege towers. I think I said there was 5 in the intro. There's not, is there? There's 3. Anyway, so we're just going to try and phase phaze Highlord Bolvar here. So again, just manage the phases, because we know that all 3 of them siege towers are going to be like consumed by consecration, and so any minis that are inside of that red circle now are going to die. So if we look at Rend on the right hand side, Rend is being affected by the consecration and dies instantly. The consecration hits really hard, so you cannot be too fast when you try to reclaim them towers. It just isn't going to work. But if you have got spells, so you can stop them, so you can kind of chip back some of the regeneration, or if you've got an unbound in there, then that'll do it for you. Or if you've got quick minis like sappers or prowler or something, they should be able to get there before the regeneration is done, which will be really useful for you. So there's the red flag has been planted. That has given bloodlust to these footmen which are coming down. That red flag has gone. I think it must just affect like the next wave of minis until you kill them, possibly. I've not really worked out the timings on that. If you know the timings, let me know in the comments, and then on the next video I can help educate people. Blue flag is now been planted. That is the kind of frost or the freezing effect. There is the consecration coming down, who's been phased. Everything that's within that is going to die. Just pause, pause, pause. Sappers coming down. Consecration disappears. Sappers get in there, and that's that right tower reclaimed already. Waiting. Get sneaked down there, and before we know it, we're going to have a shed load of gold to use. We've jumped all the way from 1 or 2, whatever it is, up to 7 or 8. Quillball coming down on that middle siege tower, poisoning on that siege tower just to stop that regeneration, and very, very quickly we have reclaimed all of the siege towers, and that's looking good for us. I dropped an execute on Bolvar because why not? Because we're in a position where we've got some pretty good options here as far as direct damage. Some sappers going to come in. No, sappers get absolutely slapped, and there is one of the yellow flags. I don't really know what the yellow flag means. I think it might, is it giving a lifesteal? Is it making them like super troops? Maybe a bit of both. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, we're doing some pretty good damage. Bolvar's got like, I don't know, like 5-10% health left. So we're not going to worry too much, I don't think, about reclaiming siege towers on the right and stuff. We're just going to push round from the right hand side here. Quillball into distract, a couple of sappers, and execute well pegs, and a chimera. Bolvar gone. Wildcard for me. I hope this video helps. If you're not already, please get yourself subscribed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.